The Middle East is witnessing a historic escalation as the United States and Israel have reportedly launched coordinated airstrikes on Iran, resulting in the death of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. This development has shocked the world, as Khamenei had been Iran's supreme authority since 1989, leading the nation through decades of geopolitical tension. Governments and analysts worldwide are expressing grave concern, warning that this could destabilize the fragile balance in the region. The strikes have placed major Iranian cities on high alert, with civilians fearful of further escalation and potential threats to critical infrastructure. The United States, meanwhile, has reiterated its support for Israel but urged restraint to prevent a full-scale war. Analysts warn that the fallout could impact global energy markets, international trade, and diplomatic relations, making this not just a regional conflict but a global concern. As the world watches, it becomes clear that an incident in one region can have ripple effects across the globe, affecting economies, security policies, and alliances simultaneously. Iran's leadership responded immediately, condemning the strikes as an act of aggression. President Masoud Pezeshkian described the attack as a violation of Iran's sovereignty and promised retaliation against U.S. and Israeli forces. Within hours, Iranian forces reportedly launched strikes on U.S. bases in the Gulf region, including locations in Kuwait, Bahrain, and Iraq. These retaliatory measures indicate that the conflict is now in an open and unpredictable phase. Civilians are increasingly at risk, with reports of infrastructure damage and displacement emerging from multiple cities. The situation has also raised global concerns about energy security, particularly regarding the Strait of Hormuz, a key route for international oil supply. Analysts suggest that the events could escalate into a larger regional war if careful diplomacy is not employed. Worldwide reactions have been immediate. Protests erupted in countries with significant Shia populations, such as Pakistan and Iraq, where demonstrations sometimes turned violent, targeting U.S. diplomatic missions. In the United States, opinions are divided. Some support the strikes as a bold action against a longtime adversary, while others warn of the risk of a wider war. Global leaders are also weighing in, with figures like Russian President Vladimir Putin condemning the assassination as a violation of international law. International organizations, including the United Nations, have called for calm and urged all parties to avoid further military escalation. The current scenario reflects the delicate balance of international diplomacy, where decisions carry high stakes for regional stability and global peace. The death of Khamenei also introduces uncertainty within Iran regarding leadership succession and political stability. Iran has begun procedures to appoint a new supreme leader, but the process is opaque and politically sensitive. This uncertainty could affect the country's domestic and foreign policies, as well as its military strategies. Regional allies, including groups like Hezbollah, have pledged to support Iran in retaliation, further heightening the risk of a wider conflict. Analysts believe that the coming weeks will be critical in determining whether the situation escalates into a broader war or transitions into diplomatic negotiations. Diplomatic efforts are ongoing, but the path to de-escalation is uncertain. Countries and international organizations are calling for restraint, fearing that continued military action could destabilize the Middle East further. Meanwhile, global markets are sensitive to these developments, particularly oil prices, which have already seen significant fluctuations. The international community is at a crossroads, needing to decide between immediate ceasefire negotiations or preparing for a prolonged conflict. Citizens worldwide are advised to stay informed, while policymakers work behind the scenes to balance national security, humanitarian concerns, and global stability.